Hey everybody, Portland Chess Shop here to bring you the chess action, and I have a couple extra minutes to show an announcement about some upcoming big tournaments, Grandmaster chess tournaments that are coming in May as well as one in June. So I want to show you that the U.S. Chess Championships is going to be May 7th to 20th at the St. Louis Chess Club, which is supposed to be a fantastic chess club. I've been meaning to visit it. It's going to be an 11-round round robin, meaning that every player is going to play each other player, and it's in the United States, so they have a reasonable start time at 2 p.m. ICC time, which is probably East Coast time. We're going to see Nakamura, Hikaru Nakamura. I know how to say his name now. Gadakamsky. This is the second strongest U.S. chess player, former World Championship runner-up contender character. He's pretty good. So these two guys are the favorites, and then we see some big names in U.S. chess. Alexander Onischuk, I think is his name, and Yasser Seirawan. So this guy wrote a bunch of chess books, right? Some pretty good chess books. If you want to learn chess, you might want to pick up a book by him. Robert Hess. So he was in the death match that I covered this weekend. So that's great. He'll be there, as well as Akopian, who's a very strong player. Actually, I played a game of pool with him, and usually I'm really good at pool, but when I played pool with Akopian, I didn't put in many shots, and Akopian then quit the game to play a game of Blitz. But I did play some poker with Akopian as well, so that was pretty fun. And then these guys are some names I don't exactly know. Alexander Sturimsky. Oh, I'm so bad with names. Ray Robson, Alejandro Ramirez, Schulman, Lenderman, and this is a chess coach guy, Gregory Kindenhoff. So anyway, the time control is going to be they start with 90 minutes. They get 30 seconds. They get 30 minutes after move 40, and there's going to be a 30-second increment throughout the match. So it's kind of interesting that in at least my local tournaments, they never use 30-second increment, but at the highest level, most tournaments are 30-second increment. So there is $166,000 US at stake, $40,000 for first, $30,000 for second, $20,000 for third, and then I guess the rest is spread out for the women's championship. We should actually jump to the women's championship. Why not see what the women are doing? I support women's chess, so we're gonna jump over to the women's chess. Here's Irina Krush. She is good. Anna, I don't know how to say her name, but she looks like to be the favorite. Both of these are international masters, and then a woman grandmaster is like a degrading term for someone who's has that title but isn't a grandmaster in the normal sense. They have different standards. But these are some pretty sick players. I won't go through all of them. Alina Katz, I think she's really young. I think I'm friends with her on Facebook. So this should be exciting. Looks to be pretty fun, and so that's that. That's the U.S. Championships and the Women's U.S. Championship. So it looks like similar time control, similar stats on that. We also have the World Championships. So that's something to see. So this is going to be Anand versus Gelfand. So Anand is current world champion, ranked, must be number 4 in the world. Magnus being number 1, Aronian being number 2. Kramnik being number 3, and Anand is probably number 4, but he's under 2,800. But he's going to be playing against Gelfand. They had a chess cup. It was almost like 2 years ago to battle it out to see who would get to contend for the World Championships. Gelfand somehow won the championships. Gelfand's style, I think, is a little bit like a mini Kramnik. He's not quite as good as Kramnik, but he does play sort of solid and a little bit defensive, is my understanding. Anand being a pretty sharp tactical player, but both these players being pretty old from chess standards. Chess is often a game where we have some rising stars like Magnus Carlsen, who's pretty young, but both these guys are well over 35. They might be both, I would guess, around 50 each. I know Gelfand's pretty old, so it'd be kind of interesting to see how it goes. I think that Anand is going to crush Gelfand. Anand did some serious prep work against Kramnik, finding some lines in the Semislav to just crush him with the black pieces. And I have a feeling that Anand wants to keep his title as long as he can, and that he is going to have what it takes to take down Gelfand. But it'll be an exciting match anyway, and they have $2.5 million which is pretty sick. The loser gets $1 million. So congratulations for Gelfand to even getting to this place. You're made $1 million just by playing him. So that is some serious prize fund. I am happy to see that they have that. They're going to be playing in Moscow, is what I think this says, because it says you can look at a map of Moscow. So this is going to be May 10th to May 31st. There's going to be a website right here. There's going to be live coverage on ICC. 12 games, which is pretty sweet, with a bunch of rest days. So it'll last a little while, but this is going to be a good match. And then we're also going to have the Tall Memorial. This is in June, but this is the strongest chess tournament of the year. This is a very fun tournament, and it's going to have some big heavyweights. The games are going to be starting pretty early, 7 a.m. ICC time. I hope that doesn't mean... I have a feeling that means 4 a.m. Pacific time, which is bad for me, but it's still good for chess. So June 7th to June 19th, it's 12 days with no rest days at all. So this is actually a pretty exhausting tournament. We have Grandmaster Magnus Carlsen as the favorite, and then second is the second highest rated player in the world, Aronian. Third highest rated player in the world, Kramnik, is going to be there. We just saw Aronian versus Kramnik, so those guys have some serious history. Magnus just playing some beautiful chess. He's been called the Mozart of chess, which I cannot disagree. Rajabov is a very strong player. Hikaru Nakamura will be there, sick, so that's good. Kururana, I don't quite know how to say, is probably the strongest player from Italy. So he's really good. And then we have Grandmaster Alexander Morozevich, who's one of my personal favorites. I just really like his style of play, playing some unusual openings like the Albin counter gambit, and doing it awesome, just finding his own way to play chess. And his pieces move forward. His knights do things that other knights don't. And I really like Morozevich, so I'm going to be rooting for him. He used to be one of the very strongest players in the world, but right now he is not, in the top 5, but if he has a good results, so I'll be rooting for Morozevich. Grishchuk is good. This guy has a hard name to pronounce. He's also pretty good. And Luke McShane is the player from England. So the time control is pretty fast. 100 minutes for the first 40 moves. 50 minutes after move 40, 15 minutes after move 60, with a 30-second increment throughout. And it looks like this is going to be in Moscow as well. So does that mean that the World Championships of the Tall Memorial are both going to be in Moscow? And so, yeah, maybe Anand will still be in Moscow and hanging out with Magnus. I'm not sure who's the closest friends with whom, but I just wanted to show you that. So thanks for watching. We're going to have some exciting chess commentaries in the future. So appreciate it, Portland Chess Shop. I'm out.